A teenager is carrying a whole head of broccoli on a tray. 2 other volunteers are doing the same thing. Why? I'll say that again. A teenager is carrying a whole head of broccoli on a tray. 2 other volunteers are doing the same thing. Why?
The broccoli queen.
The what?
Wait, what is that? Have you guys not had like a corn queen, broccoli equivalent of that? Sorry, I said that with so much confidence.
Right?
I really thought someone would have heard
what you're talking about.
Dang.
There is a vague memory in my head of like the Iowa State Fair having a butter queen or something like that.
Exactly.
It's the local produce, and they pick some local teenage girl to be the face of the product for that year.
Perfect. Exactly.
Okay.
But that for broccoli, in my opinion.
I don't think that's what's happening here, judging by
Unlocking it.
disdain on his face. I think they are volunteers at a kids camp. I think they are bringing broccoli to children for a game, or to force them to eat more vegetables because there's so many children that are only eating popsicles and ice cream sandwiches that they need a little broccoli
Really
break.
targeted there at the end.
Yeah, force doing a lot of work in that sentence. My connection was simply teenagers and broccoli is the broccoli haircut that is currently popular.
So Tom,
I'm sorry, I'm the only one to get the reference that's mocking Gen Z's haircuts. Okay, fine.
yeah.
Also, frankly, a strong insult from someone who looks like this. So you know what? I'll retract that
what
statement.
I'm learning is
He's
that
having his own battle in the corner.
we didn't say anything. and
We
he
just
was-
stared at him.
yeah. Damn.
Anyway, so is it
Tom is so
broccoli
traumatized of us making fun of his age that before we even start, he goes, fine, I get it. Okay, so this broccoli was not for consumption. They aren't at a restaurant.
Oh.
My favorite part about this question is in the sources section, it says personal anecdote from the person who sent in the question, who is Alison.
Okay.
Alison, what did you do?
Was Alison an observer of this, or was Alison one of the broccoli carriers?
One of the broccoli carriers.
So Alison was having a backstage tour of a place and noticed this happening.
The broccoli was not meant to be eaten. The broccoli was there to be
A placeholder.
Oh,
A placeholder.
oh, were they?
Wait a second. Were they training to be butlers?
They were definitely practicing for something.
Okay, so what is the broccoli standing in for? This is a rehearsal for something.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And
yes.
it's something expensive and irreplaceable and but why are they using a head of broccoli instead? What looks like
It's like compact but weirdly dense.
So this was in preparation for an event. Alison, the question writer, was there also because they were participating in the event in some form.
awards ceremony? Is there like
Okay.
an award that looks like a head of broccoli? So it's right for the cameras and everything like that. Like they need to frame up camera shots. They need to make sure people are handing off the award in the right way. So it's not just like an arbitrary thing. It's like it's kind of got a handle. It's kind of got something on top.
So I don't know. Like I personally can think of better things to use than a broccoli.
Okay.
Like personally, there are better things to use.
I
than,
would
than
like
broccoli.
it to be known that Taha was nodding a little bit as Tom spoke.
Okay.
I was nodding
I really
a lot.
thought that he was onto something.
No. Tom is definitely onto something.
Okay, so it's not an award, but maybe it's an actual crown. Maybe they were touring like a palace. I don't know.
Ooh. But why 3?
The king, the queen, the
Holy
The
Ghost.
one child. The one
So here's why Tom was cooking. It was definitely an award. They have to practice it because there will be cameras. You've noticed that 3 is really important. There were 3 volunteers, each carrying a whole head of broccoli on a tray. I personally think the shape of a whole head of broccoli is not really that accurate, but it's the right size. And
So we're trying to find the name of the award at this point, but they were taking a tour of the location.
Wait, there's 3 of them. This
There
might
is
not
3
be
of
an
them.
award ceremony like the Oscars. It might be something like a podium where you've got first, second, and third. That's why you'd have 3 of them.
yes, and that is true. Now, if you were to know, if you were to nail where they were being toured, I think you would be able to get exactly what this is.
The Olympic Village.
But the Olympics, they don't give a trophy or they give you a medal.
It's the Olympics. Alison was a badminton line judge at the 2012 Olympics in London, and as she was having their backstage tour of the arena, she noticed a group of people holding trays of broccoli as they rehearsed carrying the medals to the podium. Now, the trays of broccoli were not actually representing the medals, which was the red herring that I didn't want you guys to get stuck into.
Did they bring flowers?
Yes, they were representing small bouquets that would be given to the athletes on the day. So the 3 volunteers were for each medalist.
They brought flowers to the medalists, and it's a hell of a lot cheaper to just buy some broccoli and it'll last longer.
Yeah. So yes, 3 teenagers were practicing carrying small bouquets to the winning athletes on the day for the Olympics by carrying a whole head of broccoli on a tray.
That's so funny.
Insane. And I love that we have an eyewitness testimony as the question writer.
That's
so
wonderful.
good.
So good.
The Lateral Producers Club is at lateralcast.com if you would like more Lateral, fewer adverts, and to support the show.